It's early January. It is cold outside. And like everyone else, I can't go to any events. When I look inside my engagement book, I have no engagements. However, for this first week of the year, there's a nice picture of a painting, The Town Beach Collioure by Paul Signac. Well, if I can't be at a real beach, then at least I can spend time looking at this beach. It's a very pleasant beach. Blue skies, clear water, quaint town. Indeed, Paul Signac has been so kind as to provide me a chance to relax with an engagement with Impressionism. This week's Impressionist escape is the Town Beach Collioure, Opus 165 by Paul Signac. Here, Signac is as a young man in a photograph, or if you prefer, an old-fashioned sketch of him by George Seurat, whom he admired and was inspired by. Mr. Signac was born on November 11th, 1863, 4 months after the Battle of Gettysburg, and 8 days before Abraham Lincoln's Gettysburg Address. Coincidence? No, but it gives you perspective as to when he lived. Also, another question is why his painting is called Opus 165, numbered like a piece of music. Beethoven's Third Symphony is referred to as Opus 55, but we will leave that question for another day. Signac began his career studying architecture. However, after attending an exhibit of Monet's work, Monet is another Impressionist painter, Signac decided to pursue a career as a painter. In 1884, Signac, I like saying Signac, met Claude Monet and Georges Seurat and became a huge fan of Seurat's technique of using dots and Seurat's theory of color. Signac would eventually abandon using brushstrokes, replacing the brushstrokes with tiny dots and dashes, opposing other tiny dots and dashes on the canvas to create his images. Here's an image of his wife Bertha, or Berthe because it's got an accent, and a portrait of the art critic, collector, and gallerist Felix Fénéon. The Fénéon painting is not at the Metropolitan Museum, but at the Museum of Modern Art. So, it is not in my engagement book. But the Town Beach Collioure is, and boy, what an image this town beach is. If you were to look at the painting close up, the small markings would seem detached and cause confusion. But when you pull away, the image of the beach scene becomes clearer. That's how the brain blends the colors together to create the cohesive image of an oceanside beach in a small fishing village in the south of France. No one is on the beach. The beach is yours. If I were alone on a beach right now, what would I do? I think I would start by just relaxing. Maybe take a swim after I warmed up, then come back and lie on a towel and relax. I would have brought a cooler with food and beverages, and I would eat a meal, maybe a sandwich and some chips, and I would look over the water and relax. That would be nice to do right now. If you think about it, I'm glad I've spent an entire week experiencing the Town Beach Collioure. I recommend it.